Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the state of Minnesota. Yes, we had snow yesterday. I guess they had ice in Wisconsin and tornadoes in many states. Just crazy weather for March, isn't it? Okay, there I am. I like to find myself on my computer so I can see that my video is acting properly. I don't listen to myself, otherwise you'd hear me twice. So let me know if you're here. I see somebody's here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I always want to know where people are. Just something I love maps. But anyway, I have some things to share. Okay, so you know I'm online. I go by North Star Stamper because I live in the North Star State. I'm not on Instagram very much. I'm posting more on Pinterest, and all these videos from Facebook are put on YouTube because Facebook is now deleting my live videos after 30 days. I could download them and upload them back to Facebook, but they're much easier to find on YouTube. So if you're looking for something I did before, check YouTube. They're all there. I think that's enough for now. I've got lots of things to share though. So hello and welcome. Hi Mom and Dad. Thank you for joining me. So the first thing, I am offering a card club is what I'm calling it. And I'm using some paper that is going to be in the annual catalog. So this is a sneak peek. I could order 2 packs of this paper. So I have a limited supply. Because the deadline for this kit is April 10th. Let me look back at my notes. So I'm going to send you the makings of 6 cards, and you'll have to decide which colors you want to use. It's been in my newsletter the last couple times, and I will make a blog post about it tonight. So I believe this is Shy Shamrock. Timid Tigers, one of our new in colors. Strawberry Slush is a returning in color. This was an in color 10 years ago, and they brought it back for 25 to 27. So using these papers, and there were other colors. I'm including Bubble Bath, some white. I don't remember. It'll be in the blog post. But I'll give you the directions and dimensions of making these cards. So this is one of our cards. I love that you see both sides of the paper. And this is a new stamp set, not available to customers until May 6th. I got it at OnStage as a freebie. Hello, Alma. Thank you for joining. And hello, Deb Anderson. Thank you for joining. So, Deb, did you pre-order these papers? This is called, I should tell you, Florals in Bloom. And it has all the new in colors. And the new in colors I've just mentioned. And you can look for them here. Look for them, especially in this piece. So the new in colors are Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, I have to read them, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. So that you can see that there's a grayish color right there. They're having trouble with that ink color. Did I tell you this last week? I think I did. But I'll tell you again. So at OnStage, they actually had an ink pad on our table. So I stamped using that ink pad. And if you look at this leaf, that's the one I stamped when I was in North Carolina. And this is the marker that I purchased. And obviously that's the cardstock. So it is very gray compared to what it's supposed to be. So they're working on correcting it. We haven't had an update. I really hope they get it figured out. This would be an awesome color to include for masculine cards, for all those sea and water related cards I like to make. So I'm saving this. I want to make sure I don't lose that. Okay, so that is my April card club. It's $30, so you get a quarter of a pack. So they will be 6 by 6. They're easier to mail, and you'll get some of these in color flat pearls. I can't send a whole package because, again, I could only order 2 of these, so I'm sharing what I have ordered. So you'll get 2 strips. And you can see that I just use 3 on each of my cards. And I'll include a couple sheets of these gold. I forget what they're called. I don't know. Words aren't coming to me yet today. But you can see I used a couple of them on my cards. And here's one I punched out. So some of these are frames and some of these are what I call labels. So details will be on my blog. I need to know by April 10th that you want to be part of the club. And I will have some sort of benefit for being part of the club multiple months. And I haven't quite figured that out, but I will by the time I post it on my blog later tonight. Okay, so that was April Card Club. The last chance, thank you, Deb. I thought the paper, you know, it's so easy to work with flowers, so I love working with them. The last chance, which used to be the clearance rack, is being updated at midnight Mountain Time. So that's 1 a.m. Central Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Nan, if you join us, I can't remember Pacific Time. I know you can figure that one out. And this is going to include annual catalog and the mini catalog. Oh, I have them somewhere. So there are going to be a lot of items. I liked numbers, you know that. So I'm keeping track of how many there are. I believe there were 58 items on the last chance as of 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I am going to stay up and place an order right away. And I want to see how many items will be on our last chance list. So, and then these are our gold textured adhesive backed dots. So my half birthday was March 17. And anybody who orders between March 17 and April 17 is going to get a pack of gold dots. I thought it was kind of funny, you know, gold at the end of the rainbow, and my half birthday was March 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, so if you do place a large order tomorrow and over 150, keep the rewards for yourself, and I'll still send you some dots and probably some other things. So, because I want you to know I appreciate you. So that's that. Let's get busy. So 2 of the cards that we made at OnStage, I paid, they called it after hours. And so I paid extra, and it included a bundle and then this pack of in-color cardstock. And actually the gems I just showed you were part of the in-color gems, wherever they went. These were actually part of the OnStage event I attended. But using those supplies, they gave us instructions to make these 2 cards. So we're going to make a version of this today with some stamps that are currently available. They're not in the next annual catalog, but I don't know yet if they're going to be online exclusive. So things are very much up in the air right now. But this was a really fun technique. So this white piece here, these 4 pieces, it was 1 piece when I stamped it, and then you cut it apart and add it to your card base. And it's just a fun little technique. You can see this one's very similar, and I didn't realize it till I was analyzing this one. This one was a smaller white panel that we stamped on, and then just made 1 cut. And they told us where to cut it, but I purposely cut it here because I wanted my strawberry slush flower to be on both pieces there. So this would be really fun with a really large image, and just to add something interesting, because if you think about this card with the white, just 1 piece, it would be kind of, it'd be okay. But just that 1 little cut adds so much, and you could cut it, you know, wherever you want, at an angle. It really depends what your image is. It could be kind of interesting to cut like a lighthouse and cut it in an angle. Here come all the ideas, right? This card is supposed to have these pearls on there, but I never got around to putting them on. So we're going to make a card similar to this. And I will show you my mock-up first. So I made what I consider to be a little girl's birthday card, being purples. And the colors I used here were Petunia Pop, Fresh Freesia. Those were the ink colors as well as my cardstock there. Peach Pie, Coastal Cabana, and Lemon Lime Twist. So I wanted to make a little boy's version of this, and I thought about asking for suggestions. But then I have recently discovered and started playing along with, it's called SU Color Challenge. It's a Facebook group, and their March color challenge was these 3 colors: Blueberry Bushel, Lemon Lime Twist, and Granny Apple Green. So these are the colors I'm going to use to make a another version of this card. And then you can see how to do that, I'll call it a cut apart technique, after we stamp that white layer. All right, so the stamps, oh, of course, I stamped my envelope, and I stamped on the inside. In case you can't see all those little stamps there they are on the inside. I thought that was pretty fun. No naked envelopes. So looking at, and this is my challenge for you today. Next time you go to stamp, look at all your stamp sets and try to find different stamp sets that coordinate. So I knew I wanted to make a birthday card. I'm lacking children's birthday card. Adults' birthday cards are pretty easy. Masculine, I have a few, but I needed kids' cards. So I thought the Let's Eat Cake would be perfect. I could include one of the these stamps too. I'm not, but I could very easily. And then I thought the Let's Eat Cake goes really well with this birthday cake in Hooray for Surprises. And then they have the flame and the candle as separate. I'm really sticking to the birthday theme here. You know I love this stamp set, and it's not in the new catalog. I'm really hoping they continue it. I think the punch is available. I don't know. I'll know more tomorrow. You'll know tomorrow too, if it's on the last chance list. So the little birthday presents are so cute, and then the larger one, and then here's a little accent that you can use on your, like I did right there on the package. So lighter, darker colors. And then I've decided to add balloons, because who doesn't love a balloon? And that could be for all ages. So that's what I'm working with. I already have some cardstock ready to go. So my inner piece and my outer piece. I think I'll leave this here so you can see kind of where I'm going. And I have my cardstock, my colored cardstock all ready to go. Not exactly sure what color I'll end up using. I need to get busy. So when I do something like this, I like to start with the largest image. In that case, it's the Let's Eat Cake. I think I need to clean these stamps. They're not sticking to the case like they're supposed to. They keep coming off. I had this little heart stamp in my craft area for weeks now, and I didn't know where it belonged, and then I discovered it was missing from Heartfelt Hexagons. I think this stamp set is gone. I'm sorry. I like to use things that are current in case you love them and want to buy them, but I wanted to use Let's Eat Cake. And let's do Blueberry Bush, since that's one of our more little boy colors. Hi, Kristen. Nice to chat with you again. Let's see. Kristen, do you believe that class we did with Hooray for Surprises was over a year ago? Hello, Kathy. I wasn't sure if you'd be joining us from Northwest Iowa. You're not in Southwest Missouri, so thank you for joining. All right. Is Amber here? She isn't. Alma, you might be able to help me with this. I was thinking of making a little boy card, and I always think of Amber's son, Alma's grandson, Nolan, when I want to go make a card for a little boy. So I was thinking like 2 different blues and then just a little bit of orange. Would those be little boy colors? Somebody let me know. I haven't had a little boy in ages. My little boy will be 23 next month. No, 2 months, May. Okay, next biggest stamp. Well, let's see. I want to make sure we get the cake in there. And that one is kind of big. So when I'm doing something like this with all these little stamps, I'm going to run out of blocks. So I'm going to use this end for the flame. I'm going to flip it over and put the candle on the other side. You can see there's one on this side and one on this side. But they coordinate, so that's what I'm doing there. Oh, I wanted one more stamp set today. I'm going to grab the balloons. I thought they would be really cute. Yeah, Kristen said, it's crazy that it was that long ago. I know. I'm pretty sure it was January that we did our class, Hooray for Surprises. So there's our balloons. And then I've got a few here. The package. And I can use the little one here. Sorry, I don't think we sell these really little ones anymore. That needs a, oh, sorry, that's loud. That needs a bigger one. So there's the decoration for our package and our little packages. I don't normally do this, but I want to go see if I can quickly find small stamps. Oh, here it is, right on top. Look at that. I thought these sentiments were kind of big. It covered up a lot of my stamping. So I'm going to switch sentiments and use For You and This Happy Birthday. Maybe we'll do a couple of them with that. Let's find the Happy Birthday. I've used it a lot, so it's probably the red one or pinkish one. All right. I think the Keeping Tabs is going to be an online exclusive. If I remember, you want to know a little secret? Okay, here. Alma answered my question. Yes, Nolan loves all things blue. Orange is a color that Blippi wears. I don't know who Blippi is. I need to learn these things, I think. Okay, so here's my secret. If you go to stampinup.com and pretend that you're in the South Pacific, so you go up and you select country as New Zealand or Australia, you can see things that are going to happen tomorrow because it's already tomorrow in the South Pacific. So we have 3 new kits that are coming out tomorrow, and then you can see what items are probably going to be on our last chance products because they do them consistently, putting them on the last chance. Now, don't look at their prices. That'll scare you. And our sales will not necessarily be the same sales as theirs, but you can see what items are going to be last chance because I've been looking at it all day. Anyway, that's my little secret for today. Okay, so let's eat cake. Let's do some blue. I need a scrap piece of paper. I don't have one handy. So I have this because I want to stamp off before I stamp my package. All right, once I get going, I know I'm talking a lot. So I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on. Stamp off. We're going to go off on the edge. That one didn't stamp perfectly, but that's okay. We are going to make this like pattern paper. So it's going to be all mixed up. There we go. We're going to put one more full strength one right there. And I am getting ink on my glass mat, so I'm going to make a mess of the back of my paper, but I'm okay with that because I'm going to cut it up and adhere it to my cardstock, my card base. I do, however, want to stamp some cleanly on this piece. So let's do a birthday cake. Let's get some other colors. What color should our cake be? I think we'll do a green cake. And then even for my other card, I use lemon lime twist for the flame, and that's yellowish enough. So this is going to be kind of funny, but we're going to do a green cake. Just like that. We'll pretend it's Kermit the Frog, although kids don't know Kermit, do they? I don't know who kids would know. So a couple birthday cakes. Let's just put one up here. There. All right. Let's finish this off. So, sorry it's upside down, but I need to see where my candle needs to go. And the top is off there, so I don't need to do that. I do find it easiest to do them as I'm doing it. So just space them around, put odd numbers of things. 3 colors is a good idea. What else? Go off the edge of your paper. I just do these things naturally, and I don't really think about them. So this SU Color Challenges gave us this color, so I think they always include 3. So I got a peek. If you go to their Facebook group now, they're already posted for April. I forgot to do this one. And they want us to use only browns. that is going to be a challenge, and that's what I told him. I said, that is going to be a real challenge, but I'll try. This is kind of new to me. I've been following the group for over a year, but I don't know that I've ever done any of their color challenges. Okay, let's add some, let's just leave these colors out. I'm going to move my card so I don't get ink on it. You can't see it very well anyway. There we go. Packages, blue. That one didn't stamp very well, but you know what? Nah, that's okay. It'll work. We're going to go Granny Apple Green on our packages here. And that will, see, that already is hiding my little misstamp. There we go. And packages. I have a lot of blue there. Let's do this. We're going to cover that up just like that. This is my favorite part. That ink to paper is so fun. There. Let's do some more Granny Apple Green. What else did I have? Oh, balloons. Oh, there we go. Some Granny Apple Green. Sorry, it's upside down. Balloons. How fun is that? We even buy balloons for our kids and for each other. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, wait. I need to go back and do this. Isn't that cute? I'm going to clean my table here. Oh, I don't have an envelope handy. I don't want to leave my video again. So, let's see, that was green. Put that to the side. And what else am I missing? Cake packages. Oh, our big one. So, what did I do here? I did blueberry bushel. Oh, the stamp came off. There we go. Wouldn't this be fun to do this in someone's favorite colors? If you know the recipient's favorite colors, that would be really fun. I'm just going to leave it like that. So there's our inside. I'll set that aside. And here's our card, our layer. We're going to put that aside too, since I have my inks out. I think what I want is a blueberry bushel card. Don't you think? A blueberry bushel card, and then put our sentiments in lemon lime twist. Oh, that was a card base. Do I have another piece? I do. I have some scraps. So we'll put our sentiments in. Like I said, I'm going to use smaller sentiments than those. And then I happen to have some Tinsel Gems 4-pack, and it includes both blueberry bushel and lemon lime twist, so I can use these two embellishments on my card. Okay, let's stamp some sentiments. I can get rid of this. I have the happy birthday. Maybe just 3 happy birthdays. Or how about 2 happy birthdays? And then a for you. I used this one on a card this morning. For you. And we'll do this one in berry burst too, or blueberry bushel. There we go. Like I said, my envelope is the only thing I'm missing. So I won't put these too far away, and I won't put my stamps away until I get that done. That out of the way. And so I'm just going to trim this down. I want them smaller. I do have garbage right there. So I'm lining it up here. And then I can use a Post-it note to hold it. Oh, there, that's good. And I'm just going to make these straight. My other one had larger sentiments. I'll pull the other cards back and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. No, wait, I still need this. Can you tell I got this card together on Saturday? So, not quite. All right. So, we need to cut our card, the stamped layer, apart. I really like what I did here, and I don't remember how I did that or how big this white piece was. I can't find my instructions. But this one, when you cut it, you separated it, and then it was hanging off the edge, and we just trimmed it with scissors or a trimmer. I decided not to do that with this one, so this is a smaller piece. And I wanted to make sure that I left a Let's Eat cake when I cut it. So if I go ahead and cut it like this, I'm not going to know exactly where to cut it going the other direction. So what I do instead, set this aside a little bit. So I know I want to leave the Let's Eat cake because I want them to be able to read it. So I'm going to put my ruler, so I'm going to cut it there. So I'm going to turn it over and mark it. There we go. And then my other direction, if I go like this, that's better. So I'm writing on the back. I used a pen. I would say normally use a pencil. But now when I cut one apart, because I wrote on it, I know exactly where I want to cut this time. So I'm lining up my pen mark in the middle of my track right there. I also didn't like how little this piece was, which is why I put that sentiment right there to kind of hide. It was a very small piece. I didn't care for that. Okay, so I'm lining up my line right in that track. Now I get to put the pieces back together. Having words on there really helps. So Let's Eat cake was in that corner. I can see the balloons coming there, so it's a puzzle. And this one goes down here. There's the Let's Eat cake, and this one, that's... Oh, I'm crooked. There we go. Just like that. Now when I pull it apart and put it on my blueberry bushel, it just adds a little something extra. All right, here come all my ideas. You could easily do this with a piece of pattern paper. Take us, I believe this was 3 3/4 by 5. So take a piece of pattern paper, 3 3/4 by 5, and cut it apart. And then usually pattern papers have lots of colors, so just put it on a card base and then add a sentiment. That's all you need to do. Boy, that would be a quick card. Kristen, are you still here? That's a great 5-minute Friday card for you. Cut your pattern paper apart, add a sentiment. Certain pattern papers are great for that. We have some scenery, the autumn harvest or something like that. I forget what it's called. That one is sticking around, so that'll be fun to use again this fall. And there is going to be our card. Once I get it just right, like so, I'm going to start with the bottom piece. Get out my green glue so it gives me a few seconds to adjust it. I should make sure that's opening the right way. All right, I didn't put it on upside down. I was looking for cards to donate to an event I'm going to on Saturday, and I came across a card that I put the front layer on upside down, and that was a couple of years ago, and I still haven't fixed it. Shame on me. So I need to find that card and cut it apart and reassemble it. Oh, you know what? I meant to do the top one next. And then center, then it'll give me a better idea where that last piece goes. So have you made cards lately? That is my challenge for you today. Make a card. Doesn't have to be a fancy one. I think sometimes what we write inside the card, especially if it's a sympathy or get well card, means so much more than what's on the front of the card. So I challenge you to make and send a card this week. All right, and it goes this way. So I looked at those balloons so I knew where it went. There, how are we doing? All right. And then, like I said, these were so big that I just wanted some more interest, and I added my angle cut there. But these are nice and small, so I'm okay with them being just straight. Let's see. That center isn't so bad, but I think I will put a happy birthday there. And this is kind of bothering me. So maybe like that. Happy birthday. Let's eat cake for you. Happy birthday. That's good. And some little dimensionals. There's that one. Oh, Kristen said she missed what I said. No, I talk so much in my videos. I'm not sure what I said. Was it about looking at South Pacific to see what's carrying over and what's not? I don't know. I think I haven't watched my own videos in a while, so I think I need to watch one and see what I think. All right, a few gems. We have big gems and little gems. I'm going to use quite a few here. I think just randomly. These are so cute. They did a good job with this color palette, didn't they? So bright and cherry. 3. So I'm picking it up. Oh, that one doesn't want to be picked up with my take your pick tool. With my take your pick tool. And lay it down. One more big one. Right in the middle. Right there. Oh! One more thing. Well, one more thing for the video. I will stamp my envelope. So you'll see that on the thumbnail that I create and when I upload it to YouTube. I include a thumbnail so people know what they'll see created in the video. And there is our card. All right. Thank you, Mom. I hope you do try it. So, where'd that other card go? I have way too much stuff on my table. This one. So this would be the easiest. If you're going to stamp, just making one slice is the easiest, and let your stamping determine where that slice is. If you're going to do something like this, just a pattern paper would be so fun. You could even cut it in 3s. You don't have to make an X. You could cut it in, I don't think I would cut it in 3rds, personally. I think I would do like 1 inch and maybe 2 inches and leave them different sizes just for added interest. Just like these 4 pieces are all different. They're all different sizes. So that's my suggestion. But as my friend Jennifer says, it's your card. You can do it your way. You have great ideas too. I know you do. So let me see if there's any other questions. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. Glad you guys like the cards. It was fun to put this one together and use stamp sets. Like I said, I know they're not in the next annual catalog, but if they're online exclusives, that would be great. I have not used this one very much. To be honest, I purchased this stamp and the coordinating dies to coordinate with the December paper pumpkin. And I haven't posted those cards yet, and I think I should do that. I thought those cards in Paper Pumpkin needed something more, and the Spring Corners was a perfect one. So, all right, I think we're good. Oh, Alma posted some links to Blippi. Thank you. I will have to check that out and see what Blippi is all about. Oh, Kristen says, perfect to cover up the spots you don't like as much. And doing this kind of stamping, you can always, cover it up, with another stamp, or covering it up with your sentiment. Kind of sneaky, but not really. So, anyway, thanks for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Have a great week, and reach out to me if you have questions. And I love recommendations, so let me know what you want to see next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.